Okay, so this is where pretty much all of the fill was dumped from where we dug out the foundation at my parents' place. In total, there were 7 full triaxles dumped here, plus another 3 or 4 from our dump trailer. And basically, what I want to try and do is spread all this out before winter hits. And it's the first week of November right now, and it's already hitting below freezing every night. So I'd like to get this stuff spread before it becomes an absolute solid rock. It was already pretty wet, especially from the previous weekend. We got like 4 or 5 inches of rain. So this stuff's pretty hard right now. But luckily, this will pretty much soften up as the day goes on because it's just freezing overnight, so it's just the top couple inches. Everything else should be movable. So my goal is to try and lift this front area some more and possibly strip up some of the rock and lift this entrance into the proposed shop area. If not, I'd probably just spread the fill and leave it a bit higher over here and then just buy some more rock to fill in this because every time I go to because stripping this up is probably just asking for more of a mess than it's worth, just because I'll be mixing in all of the subgrade soil with the rock. But you can see from up top of one of these piles, there are 5 total piles right now, and I spread out the other 2 that were dropped initially just so we had space to dump these. Each one of these trucks was very overloaded. It was probably a good 25 plus yards of material, not even counting the tonnage. And a lot of this stuff is pretty dense material, so Cool, so that gets all that fill spread out. I definitely, as you can see, this front got raised a whole bunch, and I have a nice little ramp going into there now. So what I want to do is get another load or two of stone anyways to help fade that in and be able to drive up that fine. And I'll probably raise over there too while I'm at it, where that landscaping trailer is, just because that was pretty low in the beginning. Unfortunately, this fill that was from the lake house was a lot of clay, so over there were a lot of ground springs and everything, so the material is already soaked, and then it got soaked again with all the rain we got. So not the easiest to grade at the moment, but at least spreading it out like this will get it to dry out, and then it'll harden up, of course, and when I really want to get it level for what we're doing, I can go ahead and recut it and get it to the appropriate grade. Though this came out fairly level, I'd say, just eyeballing it, running over it with the machine. It's probably off by a couple inches, a little bit higher over here than it is over there, just because of the way of the hill. But what I want to do now is go grab the measuring wheel and seeing what my actual footprint availability is with this clearing. So this stake right here is a little over 30 from my property line on that side. And then this stake over here is around 30 feet from the other stake. So more than likely I could fit a 30 by 30 structure back here, which is more than likely what I'll do. Just because once you, and of course that won't be enough given a year or two more of acquiring equipment and tools and everything else, but it'll definitely be better than having nothing. And for sure I'll be able to fit the tractor and the skid steer in there while still having space for shelving and workbench or something along those lines. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That sets me up for next year, once we get back into the non-frost season, to start getting this planned out a bit more and digging out for a foundation and kind of finalizing where I want everything.